So when Krishna, he went to his abode along with all this. So Krishna was thinking that all these qualities have now disappeared from this place, and because Krishna was there, so Kali Yuga was not coming. So now Krishna had disappeared, Kali Yuga started flourishing. So Krishna started thinking, how will the people of Kali Yuga get benefited? How will they get delivered? So in the third canto, we hear that when Vidura, he asked Uddhava, because Vidura was traveling on pilgrimage place after he was insulted by Duryodhan. So he reached Vrindavan, and on the bank of Yamuna he met Uddhava, and he asked Uddhava about Krishna, Balram, all the Yadus and all the other relatives. And Vidura and Uddhava, as soon as he heard about Krishna, he went into ecstasy, closed his eyes. For one whole muhurta, he was in ecstasy, 48 minutes. Tears were coming out of his eyes. And then somehow he came out of that ecstatic state, trance state, and he spoke. Krishne dyumani nimiloche girneshu ajgarenaha kim nuna kushalam bruyam gatashrishu griheshvaham. Krishna sun has set. Krishna dyumani. The Krishna sun has set. After Krishna sun has set, it is like Girneshu Ajgarenaha. Our house has been swallowed by the serpent of time. So what can we speak about our welfare? If Krishna has gone, nothing good fortune is remaining in our house. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur describes that Krishna is like the sun, Mathura is like the sunrise mountain, Prabhas is the sunset mountain. And the righteous persons, they are like Chakravaka birds who become very happy when sun rises. And all the evil persons, they are like the fog which covers the darkness when the sun sets, covers everything. And the devotees, they are like the grove of lotuses, which also closes when the sun sets. But although the Krishna sun has set, but Bhagavatam has risen, which is corresponding to the sun, Purana Arka. So therefore, when Krishna disappeared, he was thinking, because people of Kali Yuga, Prayan, Alpayasha, Sabhya, they have no good qualities, Manda Sumanda Matayo, Bhautikanam cha Bhavanam Shakti Rasam cha Tatkritam. Everything was getting destroyed in Kali Yuga. They had no intelligence. People of Kali Yuga cannot remember anything, cannot live a sattvic life. So to show mercy to Kali Yuga people, Krishna appeared as Srimad Bhagavatam. And Srila Prabhupada has given such a wonderful treasure in the form of the whole Bhagavatam. He has spent sleepless nights translating the purports. As Prabhupada said, these are my devotional ecstasies. We cannot even repay the debt. We cannot even think of repaying the debt. As Bhagavatam says, anybody who thinks like that, he becomes a joker. He becomes a Vinoda Patram. So Vaikuntanath Prabhu, he recalls that in 1972, Prabhupada was in Vrindavan giving Nectar of Devotion lectures. And devotees were distributing books. So Vaikuntanath Prabhu, he thought that because he was taught that unless you are connected to Guru Parampara through initiation, you cannot go back to the spiritual world. So this devotee was thinking that we are distributing books, but these people, they are not getting initiated. So they cannot go back home, back to Godhead. So he was thinking like that. So one day, as Srila Prabhupada was entering the Radha Damodar temple to give the class, so Vaikuntanath Prabhu, he asked, Prabhupada, we are distributing so many books, but if people are not getting initiated, then how they will go back home, back to Godhead? So Prabhupada looked directly into the eyes of Vaikuntanath Prabhu and said, just by reading my books, they are initiated. So that is the mercy of Prabhupada. That is an incredible compassion which he is showing. Just by reading the books of Prabhupada, one gets connected to the Guru Shishya Parampara. And that's how a jiva, after falling in this material world, getting covered by the various layers of ignorance, And the original knowledge gets completely covered, Jivera Swarupa Hoye Krishnera Nityadas completely gets covered. And whatever we may try, time can destroy everything, but time cannot destroy ignorance. As Gajendra says, Jiji Vishena Hamiha Moyakim Antar Bahishchavritaye Bhayoniya Ichchami Kale Nayatra Viplavas Tasyatma Loka Varnayasya Moksham. So Gajendra is saying, after, in the beginning of the prayers, he was praying, "Oh Lord, please relieve me from this crocodile." But then he came out of all that consciousness. And then he started praying, "Oh my Lord, I don't want to get relieved from this clutches of crocodile. Because I am in this body of elephant covered by ignorance. Antar bahischyavrita ye bhayonya. Inside also I am covered and outside also I am covered by ignorance. Ichchami kalena nayatra viplavas. In due course of time, everything gets destroyed. But ignorance does not get destroyed. So please relieve that ignorance, remove the ignorance which is there in the heart. And Srimad Bhagavatam has the power to cut off the toughest element in the creation, that is a false ego, that is the ignorance. That is the biggest layer covering this universe. So that's why Krishna has appeared in the form of this Bhagavatam.